Hi guys, sorry it took me so long to get this third video up. We have been having so many internet issues, so I'm glad I'm finally able to do this third video. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do next week. We kind of finished the video series, so basically today what I'm gonna do is just walk you through my pantry, kind of talk to you about how I budget and what that looks like. And then next week, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, but we'll figure it out. And maybe we'll start a new group next week. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I budget so that you can kind of get an idea. Well, it was every Thursday, now it's gonna be every Wednesday. I get cash out of the bank. And I take out, what am I taking out? 240, and I mean, I'm just sharing with you my budget. Yours can look totally different. So I take out $240, $220. $220? 200. I can't remember. Okay, so I take out $120 cash for groceries and $40 for the kids' money, and then $40 for my money. Yeah, so $200. So $200 every week I take out cash on payday. Outside of that, I don't spend money on anything other than gas. So for gas, I have a credit card that I put everything on. And the way we run it is we have one credit card. All our expenses go on that. So like gas, anything extra if we go on a date or something. And then at the end of the month, we pay that off. And the reason we use a credit card is, one, it's more secure than like a debit card. If somebody was to take it and use it, it's the bank's money, it's not our money, so the bank will figure it out rather than, your debit card. Feel free to use a debit card. I'm just saying personally because, technically it's just cash in your account, so it could be drained and then you may or may not get it back. So stuff like what happened at Target a few months back where their accounts got compromised and people's debit card information was leaked. With a credit card, you don't have to worry about that as much. So we use a credit card, and my credit card is, well, and I shouldn't pull it out and show it to you on this video, but it's just it's a Flex Perks Travel Rewards Visa. So, I mean, the reason we got that was because we get travel miles with it. So I have that, like I put gas and anything else on. So anything that I'm spending money on, whether it's like I want to get my hair done or I want coffee or I'm going to go out with a friend, I try and use that $40 a week of money that's mine. Yes, I could afford to blow more money on getting my nails done, which I don't do. Or having my hair look amazing or whatever. But, I would rather travel and do other things than spend that money now. And that's really what the War on Debt program is about. And you're learning, it's about you not spending money on coffees, on getting your hair done, on getting your nails done, on going out to eat all the time, so that you can do those amazing things, so that you can go to Europe, you can go to Bora Bora, you can go on an Alaskan cruise, you can do all these amazing things, you can give to people if that's something you feel called to. You could buy somebody a car or whatever. You can do what you really want, but it's these little spending habits that really add up. So it's that $3 of coffee if you're doing that every day. So grocery money, cash, once it's gone, it's gone. So I don't have the problem of, I'm trying to make a recipe. Like last night, I made a recipe and we didn't have an avocado. I had bought one, I got eaten. So instead of going to the store for that avocado, which I would have bought other things, I didn't have any cash, so we didn't have avocado in our dinner, and it was fine. but you just have those systems set in place. So once the cash is gone, it's gone. And cash is something that works good for me. At first, I will say, going on the cash system, I was really nervous. I was nervous that I was going to lose money, that I was going to misplace it. And in the 2 years that I've been just cash, I have never lost the money. So don't be too afraid about that. You're probably losing more money on your debit and credit card than you are using cash. So whatever works for you, it could be a debit card, it could be a credit card, it could be going to a cash system. The point is to track what you're spending. So last month we printed out our bank statements and went over them for the month before. So you should have done August. So now I want you to print out September and do the same thing. Go over September's bank account and highlight what you spent on food, highlight what you spent on fat, so all the extra necessities, just like we did before. And I want you to see if you've improved. Yeah, so I do the envelope system. I have 3 envelopes in my purse. When the money's gone, it's gone. And like right now, we take out $40 a week for the kids, and we give them chore money. So they get money for doing little chores around the house. My kids don't really spend their money. Like right now, I think my son gets $5 a week, my daughter gets $6 a week, and then my oldest gets $8 a week. Right now in their jars, like they have over $50, and they have almost $100 in their bank account. So my kids are starting to save. They're not just buying stuff, which is really exciting. And once you start seeing your kids do what you're learning to do, that's huge. Your kids will never have to deal with having a negative balance in fees in their bank account. They won't have to deal with buying something they can't afford and the stress that comes with that. So even if you're discouraged because you're kicking yourself wishing you could have done this sooner, you're able to teach your kids or your nieces and nephews or family and friends, anybody that come in contact with you, you're able to encourage them and teach them how to not be stressed out by their finances. So I'm going to take you for a little walk in our pantry and show you kind of what my groceries look like. So my shopping day is on Thursdays. I'm kind of in the middle of switching it out right now. So if you can see, like, I don't have a ton of crap in my pantry. I mean, that's pretty much the food that's in my pantry right now. And there's baking stuff. Okay, so this is breakfast. And what we do for breakfast is oatmeal. I do a lot of oatmeal. This is granola. It's granola that you can buy in bulk, so it's really cheap. I'll do granola and yogurt and fruit for breakfast. We'll do oatmeal. Actually, the oatmeal that's in here is organic. It's in the bulk section. I try and buy organic oats when I can. We'll do oatmeal with peanut butter and fruit, or oatmeal with fruit, or oatmeal with a little brown sugar, or, well, we don't do brown sugar, but honey and almond milk. And then this is pancake mix. You can make pancakes super easy, but I like this mix because it makes it simple. We have tons of bananas for our smoothies that we do. And then down here, I have people give me stuff like spaghetti squash, so you can cook this up and put pasta sauce over it. It's really good spaghetti. These are apples, sweet potatoes, which I used last night, potatoes. And then this is just snack stuff for the kids. So there's pretzels and tortilla chips in there. Bread box. And then this is kind of like dinner staples. So I have whole wheat pasta. We do a lot of pasta. Pasta with like olive oil and garlic and veggies is awesome. pasta with pasta sauce. I really like this one. It's a Newman's Own. It's all natural. I'm not all organic, but I try and do as best I can. We do a lot of beans. Bags of beans like this are super cheap, and you can cook these up in a crock pot with rice and avocado and tomato and cilantro and maybe some tortilla chips. It's so good. Beans, I do like butter beans are really good in salads. Garbanzo beans, so I make my own hummus. You take garbanzo beans and a little bit of peanut butter and garlic. You can use tahini, but everybody has peanut butter. So I do this with peanut butter and a little cumin, a little lime juice, salt, and garlic powder, and that's hummus. You could do with vegetables. It's just a little dip. These are cheap. I think they're like $2 a piece, but they're just bags of nuts. So these are pumpkin seeds. And then these are sunflower seeds that I like to put on salads. They're really good toasted up in salads. Rice, which is kind of depleted now, and quinoa. These are really good cooked up. You can chop up veggies in these, put a little meat in if you want, and that can be a little kind of stir fry thing. Couscous is really good. If you've never had couscous, it's amazing. It's like kind of like a rice or a quinoa. You just put it in boiling water, and you could serve it with veggies and meat. So that's kind of our pantry. I mean, there's not a ton, like I don't have a bunch of snacky stuff. This is just vinegars and things for dressings. I have flour and some sugar, and I use organic sugar. So I mean that you don't have to be super stingy. Honey, we use honey a lot on our pancakes. We use honey as syrup. I love these tiny little chocolate chips in chocolate chip cookies or scones. I do use lots of spices. That's something, cumin is really good. So don't buy taco seasoning. Use your beans and toss cumin and garlic powder and salt in for tacos. Garlic powder is awesome. And then I have cloves of garlic. If you want a really easy and inexpensive pasta sauce, you just do a few cloves of garlic and you cook it up in oil. So this is a grape oil, which is a grapeseed oil, which this whole thing was like $5. Or you can cook it up in coconut oil and just saute up the garlic and toss it with pasta and vegetables, and that's an amazing dinner. Super healthy and super cheap. All right, on to the fridge, or I guess the freezer. I don't have a ton of things in here, but let me get the best angle. I do frozen fruit, so there's peaches in there. There's grapes that are frozen. Grapes are amazing frozen. This is organic tofu that I froze. So anytime you see stuff like this, it's super cheap that you use, just get it and freeze it. We buy a half of cow every year, so I have these steaks in here. And then our fridge, we do a lot of almond milk. So I love this almond milk. Leftovers, lots of leftovers. We eat everything. I get peanut butter that's fresh ground because it's super cheap. It's like $2 a pound, I think. Applesauce is awesome. Kids love it, but you can actually use it in place of oil in recipes. And it's a sweetener, so applesauce and oatmeal is amazing. And don't add sugar. You don't need any sugar. We do lots of fruits and vegetables, so salad, melons, apples. The one thing I guess I would say is I don't buy really much pre-packaged food at all, and that's really where you're going to save a lot. When you buy a lot of stuff that's pre-packaged meals, you're paying somebody else to have put that together for you, and it's not healthy. Sodas, we don't do soda. Occasionally I'll do juice. Maybe once a month I'll get a few frozen juice containers. My kids don't really miss it, and they really enjoy it when they have it. And we'll do soda occasionally. I mean, if like we go over to somebody's house, I'm not gonna tell my kids they can't have soda. They can have a little bit, but again, it's like viewing things that should be a treat as a treat. Soda should be a treat. It shouldn't be something I'm using to hydrate myself every day. So just different things like that to really shift your focus. I can take you into my bedroom and or my bathroom, and I am not a very typical girl, and I like to save money, so I don't have tons of makeup products that I'm spending lots of money on. I don't have fancy shampoos, so this right here is the extent of my makeup. I don't know if you can see that. So this is all I would ever use. And let me get the light. On a day-to-day basis, I use like an eyebrow pencil and mascara. And I might use like a little bit of this to just cover up, but that's like all I use day to day. And then to be fancy, I have like this Wet n Wild eyeshadow. And I have like an eyeliner in here, and that's pretty much it. Maybe a few different eyeshadows, a lipstick. So a lot of us, women in particular, spend tons of money on makeup. And if you think about it, it's generally makeup that you don't really like and you don't really use. So think about where your money's going in your bathroom. You know, what are the things I'm spending money on that I don't need to be? And so I have like lotion. I just bought this the other day because I was out. So I have lotion. I've been using Proactive lately because I just have had breakouts and stuff. But you know, that's $20 I think it's every 3 months I'm paying $20 for that. In my shower, it's being really personal, I don't have like fancy shampoos. We use Suave and Head and Shoulders. I have like a fancier thing from a salon that somebody gave me a while ago, but I like the Suave shampoo just fine. Yeah, we just don't spend a ton of money on things that we don't need and we don't need to be spending money on. Again, I would rather be spending money on going on vacation and doing fun things with my family than spending money on fancy lipsticks and skincare products. So kind of think about the places in your house that you're maybe spending too much money on that you can cut back. And if some things are worth it to you, like if you have a really fancy lipstick that you love and you've been using for years and it's kind of expensive, I'm not telling you you can't use that. I have some things that are non-negotiable. Like I take a superfood shake every day, and there's an expense that comes with that, but that's something that I think is important. It's important enough to keep it around, and I won't cut that out. So it's okay to have certain things that you don't want to cut out. You just need to kind of look overall and cut out some things, because we generally have lots of things that we are spending extra money on, and some of them can be cut out. You don't need them all. I think I will make another video here at the end of this week and talk about some really simple recipes that you can make that are really inexpensive, because I know food is one of those places where we spend money, and a lot of it is we're low on time, so we're just driving through someplace or grabbing something on the way home, and we're just we're low on time and we're stressed out. So we want something quick. We don't have a ton of extra time. So I'm gonna give you a few recipes in the next video that are super simple, don't take a lot of time, don't take a lot of know-how, that you can just toss together, and are really good recipes. Because like I said, I know food is one of those areas where we blow money. Okay, so I will make the next video at the end of the week for our War on Debt class. And thanks for being patient with me while I am figuring out what our next video is going to be. And I'm really proud of you guys for all the debt that you've paid off in our class. Like, I am blown away. Some of you, just the amount of credit cards that you've paid off, the amount of debt you've paid off is amazing. So feel free to post in the group if there's something specific you want me to make a video about, and I can do that as well. All right, talk to you guys later.